Tonight, we are learning more about the 98 text messages deleted from the State Superintendent of Schools' cell phone. And as Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains, it's leading some to say Mohammed Choudhury should consider resigning.
Most people would take a look at this circumstance and say it's a cover-up.
Adam Andrzejewski is the founder of OpenTheBooks.com, a non-partisan government watchdog group that last year filed 50,000 public records requests across all 50 states concerning how your tax dollars are spent.
This is a failure of leadership.
Andrzejewski is a public records expert.
Yes.
But he has never seen anything like this. 98 text messages, each one deleted from the taxpayer-funded cell phone of Maryland's top education official, State Superintendent Mohammed Choudhury. And what Project Baltimore just learned about these deleted text messages, Andrzejewski says, is a big problem.
The superintendent should consider resigning his position.
On Monday, the State Board of Education issued this statement on its website concerning the text messages. The reason they're gone is because your superintendent's cell phone was set to automatically delete text messages after just 30 days.
It's all his text. It's not just your 98 text. It's every text. It's all the text that he's using to conduct state business.
We filed our initial public records request on April 10th. At that time, according to the metadata for the 98 text messages, 12 of them were not yet 30 days old. According to state law, as soon as we filed this public records request, at least these 12 messages should have been preserved. But they were not. They were deleted anyway. A problem that is addressed in this statement. Quote, the State Board recognizes that text messages cannot be deliberately deleted after they are requested as part of a Public Information Act request.
This needs to be investigated immediately as record concealment or destruction of the public records. Those records belong to the people.
Project Baltimore, a few weeks ago, received the metadata for these 98 text messages sent or received by the superintendent. We filed a public records request for them on April 10th because we believe they could further shed light on why the state changed how it reports test scores of low-performing schools, which made far less information about those schools available to taxpayers and parents. That decision was made after Fox 45 broke the story that 23 schools in Baltimore City had 0 students among those tested who scored proficient in math in 2022. In its statement, the Board of Education broke down Choudhury's text messages this way. 2 were to administrative employees. 3 were personal numbers. 4 were with the director of the Center for School Safety. 24 were with another public official's personal number, and 62 were told were spam.
The people in Maryland own those records. They paid for the creation of those records, and they need to be able to see those records.
According to Maryland law, every government agency, at least once every 2 years, must review its document retention policy, which guides public officials on what records should be preserved and for how long. But the State Department of Education's policy has not been updated since 2006. The last time MSDE's record retention policy was updated, 17 years ago, the iPhone had not yet been invented. This policy doesn't even mention text messages. As a result of Fox 45's reporting, the board said it will work with the state archives to determine how best to address text messages moving forward. But Andrzejewski said, it doesn't matter because the superintendent was using a taxpayer-funded cell phone to conduct taxpayer-funded business. He says those messages should not have been deleted.
He didn't want to turn over information about how he was making decisions on what student test scores to post in the worst performing schools. That the victims here are students trapped in those failing schools and their families.
If there were to be an investigation of the state superintendent's deleted text messages, it would most likely come from the Attorney General's office. So we sent the AG's office an email asking for comment, and we received a reply that simply said, the Attorney General does not confirm or deny the existence of an investigation. We will stay on this rapidly developing story and have more in the coming days. I'm Chris Pabst. Thanks for watching. Here's another story to watch. Also, if you have a story idea, please send us a message.